Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So finally it's moving. It seems to be breaking to the upside. This is not yet confirmed for me, but due to the impulsive nature for this, we might be able to say that this is a 1-2 wave 1 now, but I won't be able to confirm that until we break above 1400. I did say that. Yeah, I had a few comments from people saying Ethereum already broke above 1400, or 1396 was the key level I mentioned in the previous video, but we never did that. I mean, I don't know which chart you're looking at. Maybe there's another chart where we did that, but I'm looking at the Binance chart here, and Ethereum never moved above 1400. Well, not never, but it didn't really in this move up reach above the $1,400 level. I don't know if you look at euro prices, very important here. I'm looking at the US dollar, okay? So what we're doing here, this is, as I said, still possible as a wave 2. Yeah, I said that very clearly in the last video, that there is no reason to get, necessarily too bullish until we really have broken above the $1,400 level. Because, if we say, okay, wave 4 was here, possibly, yeah. Then we had from the wave 3 to the wave 4 here an A, B, C, and then this could be still a series of 1-2s, which would eventually come to the downside. Or even here, if we say, okay, wave 4 was here, so the triangle obviously is sort of invalidated. It didn't eventually break to the upside, but which, by the way, is a possibility that there always is, which I outlined as well. But if you say, okay, wave 3 bottomed here at around 1280, then we moved up in ABC from wave 3 into wave 4, okay? And then that we're now moving down, we moved down in wave A. This is still wave B, not as a triangle, but just generally as here, A, B, C. Yeah, we talked about that possibility, and that we then have a target for the wave C based on measuring the length of wave A. Oops, not this way, no, second, the other way, so that we measure the length of the wave A here. Don't know where that disappeared to now. Oh, one sec. That was the wrong tool. So here, A, B, and the key target. Well, here we go. This would give us the 1-to-1 ratio, the target at 1406. Now, the problem is if we do that, I'd rather be leaning towards that bullish breakout. Yeah, so these are the two possibilities we have. That this is still an ABC, but it sort of would be limited at 1396. Now, it did reach all the way up to 1388, I think, yeah. Bear in mind, cryptos oftentimes like to max out the waves they have, they do. And after that, we could come down here in a wave C of a wave 5, of a wave C of a wave 2. Yeah, still, ideally, would like to see one more low. We are now also on the 1 hour chart in the overbought territory. Now that is only the 1 hour chart. 4 hour, we're nearly there, yeah. But I mean, we cannot ignore this strong move to the upside. Therefore, as you can see at the moment, this is only 3 waves. There is no confirmed 5-wave move, okay? But in terms of the bullish count, we could see this move up that happened from the low here at 1220 as a wave 1, even though it's not a great wave 1. It's not a great 5-wave move. Then this as the wave 2, and that we're now in the wave 3. There'll be a 4 and a 5. Yeah. This is sort of the bullish count. Again, I can't really confirm that until we move impulsively above 1400, because it would invalidate the wave 5 down. I did tell you that before. Therefore, I know there are a lot of questions if we're now bullish, but I gave you very clearly the 1400 level, or 1396 it was, and we haven't reached that, okay? We're currently reacting to that resistance, you could say. And then, if I go to the 1 hour chart, we had here another leading diagonal. That would be the bullish count, then here a wave 2, and would now be in the wave 3 of the wave 3, right? Which, to be honest, would be confirmed by the strong move here to the upside. On the flip side, in yellow, the count A, B, C. The wave B here, is of course also consists of subwaves, right? So it's not moving in one straight line. Therefore, you've got your ups and downs here. Yeah, I mean, this is sort of the story now, that we're still waiting for a 1396 breakout, a breakout above that, to be much more confident that this indeed is already the bullish breakout. I mean, it is, it in the end would generally follow the forecast. I know a few people again waited for the absolute low, but that is exactly why I outlined pretty much in every video for the last few days and weeks that I bought already at 1330 and a larger portion at 1250, because we reached the reversal area, yeah? Even when I tell you, and I did that, even when I tell you that I primarily expect one more low, that I will buy a second batch, I already bought one at 1250, knowing, which I outlined in every video, that the low could have been in here, yeah? So that is why there is a green reversal area printed on the chart here, because it is the area where at any moment in time we have to expect a trend reversal, and I explained my strategy in every video. So anybody who's complaining now, you know, my TA doesn't work because we didn't get one more low, I'm not taking this rubbish, because I gave you very, very clearly my strategy. I'm not telling you what you do. I bought well knowing that we reached my target area that I defined already weeks ago, okay, and I bought in here. Now, that not all buy orders were filled, fair enough, but that is part of the game. That is part of trading, guys. And that's why if we have a confirmed uptrend, I'm not trying to chase green candles, as many will do. I will wait for the next dip, basically here outlined, the next 1-2 setup, and will scale in here, okay? This is then the remaining balance that I have allocated to Ethereum that didn't get filled with orders, that I will fill in here. I will scale into wave 2. That is generally the better setup anyway, because here in a 1-2, as I outlined yesterday, you're still catching knives because there is no confirmed bottom. But with a 1-2 setup, you will have a confirmed bottom. Okay, so from my point of view, this TA worked very nicely. We moved up in an impulse to the upside. We moved down in a wave 2 correction that could be over now, as I outlined in previous videos. Yeah, was not my primary expectation, but you know, you can have a primary expectation and an alternative. Even though there is, you know, you primarily believe, let's say, believe in your primary expectation. You know, I don't like to believe. It's all about understanding the different scenarios that there are, because nobody is telling me that the alternative couldn't work out. Yeah, I mean, the market decides that, it's not me. And therefore, I want to be prepared also for the alternative scenario. And therefore, the strategy is to buy in the green area in batches. That's what I did. That's what it's for. That's how I handled it. And if you chose to wait again for another dip, that's up to you. Yeah. But that's why I outlined my strategy. So if it really breaks out to the upside, again, there's no reason to panic. A lot of people will. I know a lot of people will buy the breakout, which I would not do personally. And I explained why in previous videos. So I'm just going to wait for the wave 2 dip, okay? But I can remain calm as well, which is why I bought a batch at 1250, okay? Which is now nicely in profit together with the batch at 1330. Yeah, I bought a little bit at 1500, but that was really only a tiny position, as I mentioned as well. At the time, after we took profits at 1700, yeah, just below this target area. So this is how this TA works. This is how the Elliott wave analysis usually works. You cannot forecast every single little wave. I talk about that many times. They are fragile, the lower level waves, yeah. But especially the larger waves here, they, at the moment at least, seem to be confirming that anywhere here, Ethereum is going to bottoming out. Now again, it can still go down lower, yeah, but we cannot ignore that move to the upside, obviously. So we need to be ready that this could have been the low. it's not over yet. We can still come down lower. We haven't broken the 3096 level yet. Hopefully that's clear. There's no reason to panic. I know a lot of people do. There seem to be a lot of people who don't have an Ethereum position in this market, which personally I don't understand. I mean, if we have these prices and you don't have any Ethereum position at all, I can't understand it. Really, especially when you're watching Ethereum videos, it's the same like a Bitcoin position. I mean, we are in a 20k area market, and anybody who doesn't have a Bitcoin position, you need to think about it. You know, I'm not telling you what to do, but I would definitely have something at least in the hardware wallet, especially if you're watching crypto videos. Now, but yeah, you know, that's where we are. So it's I'm looking forward to a move up. If it happens, I also wouldn't mind another dip. That would actually still be nice to get that and to add another position. But on the other hand, if we now go through here, at least then we get a confirmed bottom in. If we see that 1-2 setup off the wave 3, which would eventually take us to $3,000, yeah. This would be somewhere up here, the wave 3, which again will evolve in 5 waves. So there should be a 1-2 setup of that wave as well. Again, you can see how long this move played out here. From that bottom at 880, it took a month for that 1-2 setup to form. And then the wave 3 is always very fast. So we'll see how it takes, how long it takes this time. But yeah, we might be already in the first wave here of the third wave. And yeah, I guess in the next few days we'll know more. But for now, the key is for the bulls to break above that 3096 level. And if we get rejected and come down once more, again, my strategy is to add one more position at least below my previous one, below 1250. That will be another substantial position. So everything I scaled in on the way down here, 1500 and 1330, those were smaller positions that didn't mind because I took profits at 1700. And then the first meaningful position again was here at 1250. Well knowing the low could be in, yeah, buying the red candle, catching the knife a little bit, yeah, and that is why it wasn't sort of 100% of my allocation. That is why I told you about my strategy, that this is the first 1-2 setup, and there should be, if it works out the trade, there will be another one, a wave 3, in which you will have another 1-2 setup, and then here there's another time where, as per Elliott Wave method trading, there is a trade setup to go long, which I will do. Yeah, you can do what you want, but I will do that. So yeah, looking forward to that. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.